make sure we're working all right. All right, I think we are going. Let me just double check on here. Me. All right, looks like we are a go. Very good. All right, guys, welcome back to episode 2, designing a war game. This is kind of where we left off last time with this game design sheet. I asked some questions. Haven't really gotten any feedback yet. But that's okay. We'll keep them here. You guys can keep thinking about this. This one's not as big of a question. I think I've got the answer for that. So we'll get rid of that one. But these ones are still ones I'd like some feedback from you if you all are interested. So yeah, after this is posted, or if you're hopping in live, feel free to give some ideas. I have some ideas on how logistics might work, but I feel like I have to build a prototype in order to get there. And so for today's episode, I want to just work on some map stuff. So I have a cool map from 1792. Why I like this one is it shows roadways. So what I want to work on today for just a little bit here is continue naming things and then maybe start putting out some roads. So yeah, I think that's what we'll work on. But first I want to try, well, let's start with the roads. So we have some major cities here. It looks like we're kind of missing one between Dresden and Brieg. I don't know how to pronounce German things, so kind to me. Dresden here. Brieg is here. I guess there really isn't a huge number. What I'm using for major cities is ones with lots of junction points. Like, see how everything converges on Prague? That makes a good... oh, look, they have the battle mark. That's cool. I didn't notice that. But where all the roads converge will make good major cities for gameplay reasons. But for now, let's just do the fun part and start building out some roads. So in this GIMP file, what I'm going to do is layer, new layer, call it roads. And I think we'll just stick with black for now. Do the hardest thing. Now these are kind of like the major roads. So let's see what a 4 looks like. That might be too much. Go to 3. Yeah, I think 3 is good. So with these kind of roads, well, oh man, we might need to actually put the little markers for cities first. Okay, let's do that. Not new layer. We'll call it that. So you see I put some labels for cities, but they don't actually have a marker for where that city is. I think the best way to do that is just going to be getting a nice size circle. That's probably too big. Let's go 30. Oh, not 3,794. 30. There we go. I think that's too big. That also might be too big. Let's go 25. Oh, wow. I can't type today. Okay. At 25. And we're just going to mark where things are. Prague was on just south of. Okay. Oops. There's OBS. There we go. Go Prague there. Dresden, is that on? Right on the water there. So do it like that. Leipzig. Okay, near some rivers. Oh, wrong button. Go here. Doesn't have to be perfectly accurate. Dresden up to Dessau. There's Berlin. Oh, there's Dessau. That's right on the water there. Go like that. And then Magdeburg, also right on the left bank of the Elbe there. Oop. Berlin. Yeah, that's just straight over. All that good. Stettin was like right there. This is the fun part about making a war game. It's just all the little details, right? Oh, Strassland. Did I put Strassland on there? Yeah, I did. Probably have to move that text. There we go. Ismar goes. Where is that? There. On the coast. Hamburg. That. So, because this is like a point to point, I think major roads, we will just kind of connect them, how they're roughly connected on this road map from 1792. And then we'll do some minor roads that can be in between. My thought is major roads allow supplies to move. Minor roads, you can't move supplies, but you can move armies. We'll see if that's how we stick with it, but that's my thought right now. Okay. Munson is right here, just north of that. And got move. My thought is these dots we can make them little circles, kind of like this, pretty easily. And that will look nice. Hanover is there. Go like that. Castle Minden, that would be a good. Is that 1759? I like how they labeled the battles. That's cool. Let's see. That one's got a little cross. I wonder what that's about. Castle is right on the. Do that. Okay. Vienna. Down there. Okay, on the left bank primarily. So there. Turin. Is. What's Turin? Okay. That's just north. There. This is kind of work you just gotta do. It's just left of the river. And left, okay. Rearg. Riege. I don't know. That's a little more. Lugao. or left. Frankfurt with a C. It's not the big Frankfurt. All right, Thorn. There's a Swedish siege of that castle. It's a fun. I did a documentary about that if you want to check that out. Look on my channel. Great Northern War documentaries. Sieg. Okay. All right. I think that's all the named. Oh, no. One more. Where is that? Down here somewhere. Right? Yeah. Nice. Reading this right. Be right here. I'm just not seeing it. Well, we'll just mark it. And I can look into that later. It's down a little bit. No. Oh. Oh, I think I have it at the wrong spot. No, that's right. I was looking over here. Okay. That's my bad. All right. Hello, Belgian guy. Sorry, I wasn't checking my chat. I am doing all right here. Didn't sleep very well. I have a 6-month-old son, and he's teething pretty bad right now, so sleep is always a little hard to come by, but other than that, doing good. All right, so I made a layer mask, this button here. We're gonna make these things a little hollow. Yeah, so we want the black. And what we can do is there's probably a better way to do this, but for now, okay, that's too small of a border, I think. Let's go. Yeah, since these are major cities, I'm okay with them having a big ring. I want that to pop out, and we'll just, oh, I guess I should move that name. How are you doing, Belgian guy? Are you actually from Belgium or family from there? Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoy it. It's kind of irregular, but I'm trying to get better at being more consistent. But as I said, a baby makes that difficult. But I really enjoy working on board game stuff. So hopefully this will be a longer lasting thing. Okay, from Flanders, working on a video. Nice. Good stuff. I am from the US through and through, but my ancestors come from Sweden, probably right here in a little town called Hjo, Hjo, where my family immigrated from in the like 1901, I think, or it might have been 1890s, but been in the US ever since. Once we get this really rough board done, and I'm not even doing all the towns, I'm just doing some of the major ones right now, but once we get this done, we can pop it into tabletop simulator real quick, and that'll be fun. Yeah, family history. I personally get really into it. Uh, a lot of other members of my family are like, whatever. Like, doesn't matter where we're from, but I don't know. I find it fascinating. Probably the history nerd in me. All right, let's start up north. Grassland. Okay, so it connects directly to Weimar, Wismar. Yeah. So these ones, I'm just gonna do direct roads, even if not a perfect connection. Nor like realistically, it's not the most accurate. It's still fun to do it like this. And then maybe the paths that go separately will have little movements, but I think we'll try major roads to major cities and then paths to minor cities. That's the thought. Okay. Weimar can go down to oops, wrong one. Let's see, lens. That goes. I should really make this Rostock, shouldn't I? That makes a lot more sense. Oh, the map website is I don't know. I get really into finding maps, and I found this one. It's the University of Chicago map collection. Found this French map from 1792. It's got like the battles listed. It's pretty cool, and what I really appreciate is the roads. So you can see 1757. There was the Battle of Prague, and but it's rare to find a road map from this time. So I am very grateful for this little map. I'm wondering though if I need to change Wismar to Rostock, because that's where actually everything converges. So we're gonna do that. No, just K. Also, it's got. And then we'll need to erase this. Speed is 25. I think it was like right here. And for boom, that easy. Now we gotta erase the road. Extends too far. Let's just redo the road so it looks better. Set this to a 3. There we go. All right, that was my bad. Okay, Grassland to Rostock, Rostock down to Berlin. Just make it a direct. Wow, I keep doing that. Once again, even though that curves a bit, I think the direct will work best for clarity's sake. What else does Rostock go to? Okay, goes to Stettin. I'll get to your comment just a second here. All right. Master of Command. Yeah, the one, the Armchair Historian. I just watched their update this morning on the campaign system. There's a lot I like about it. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'm always a little cautious about new games, but I'm hopeful that they can make a good one of the 7 Years' War. Berlin. Because it really does deserve some love. All right. Let me just double check. There's no bridge here. Oh, wow. Come to look at it. Yeah, it goes up and around. So, go like that. Berlin. Yeah, Master of Command, I'm interested in. There's a lot of good potential there. I'm not sold on all their random generation stuff, but it could be good. I like to look at the battles. That should be fun. All right, Berlin. Okay, goes up to Hamburg. We'll see if I need more density of towns. Oh, I didn't know Blucher was born there. Blucher, he's an interesting guy. I wish I knew more about him. He's a little after my main interest period, but okay, there's no bridge here, so that's actually kind of significant cutoff point because you have to go up to Hamburg, then get down to Magdeburg. We're gonna go like this. Where's that bridge? Is it right out of Hamburg? No, it's a little south. Gonna go. I want bridges to be like a significant hook point issue. And once you cross the bridge, can you also go to Hanover? Yes. Do that. Okay. All right. See you, man. Thanks for checking in. Appreciate it. Well, I'll just do a couple more roads and then let's make some simple pieces. Hanover. Okay, crosses. Is that? So we'll make this minor town here and let you cross the river there. We'll do that. No, it's not completely accurate, but we'll make it work. Hamburg to Rostock, does that work? Yep. All right. Let's save this real quick. And then let's make a piece real quick. I'm just going to do a little square, 500. Make it have a white background. With, here we go, blue background with white. I think white with like a blue. Like kind of blue, but will work. Just this for now. That might be more of a French feeling, but yeah, actually, this, that a little darker. So this will be one side of an infantry unit. We'll just start with this. Do we name it? Do we just put a picture on there? Oh, let's see. Find a simple. Cool. Now what we're gonna do is find that, open in GIMP. Gonna do a quick trace. Doesn't have to be very good because it's gonna be small. I get to be a bit of a perfectionist on this. All this is placeholder anyways right now. As far as the actual icon, we'll have to think about what the full icon should look like. Okay. Uh, Alright, I'm being way too. That's okay. Can't help it sometimes. Let me see if we can finish this in a reasonable amount of time. Then I can show you guys my thoughts about supply, and then we'll call it an episode. Hopefully I'll be able to get to more, oh. That's no fun. Back to the, no? Oh, there we go, I forget. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we'll call it an episode. Hopefully I'll be able to get to some more progress done during the week for next time, so we have a little more to show, but life, you know. Oh. Finish this guy off real fast. Alright, that should be good enough. Oh well. With that selected, I'm just going to hit Control C, come over here and hit Control V, paste it as a layer, and resize it down. So this will be the full strength side, so we'll do 3 of them probably. Been nice. Oh, I didn't hit the transform, that's why. Okay, that was my mistake. Okay. Transform it. Then we will copy, paste, and paste. And actually what we're gonna do, this one in the center, and oh, I kind of like when they overlap. Maybe I'll move this one. That looks nice. All right, we'll do white text. So it's labeled. $80. Yeah. And center. Okay, we're gonna export this to desktop. Not the Wargame, but to let's design. And we're gonna call it infantry test. Let's just do that. Oh, I guess Prussian. .png. Okay. For that. Now what we're gonna do is hide these two layers, and we're gonna do this one. Russian infantry. We'll say. I'll know what that means. Once again, I told you you would know that I am bad at spelling. All right, let's get this in the game. Oh, I forgot to export the map. Map. Start. Okay. Do tabletop simulator. Show you guys something cool. So I got this flex table mod from the International Kriegspiel Society's mod list. So it's very handy because you can click here and it changed the size. So let's go by 3 by 3. Boom, all of a sudden you have a much bigger table to work with. Very handy. That's some smart scripting. All right. Let's get some components in here. We're going to do custom board. There it is. And we're going to go to our image that I just printed out. Or we'll just do local for now because this is just a test. All right. So you can see it's quite small. What we can do is right click on it, unlock it. Now it's movable, and hit the plus sign. We'll go so like that. Okay, and then right click and relock it. Even though it's not perfectly centered, it's fine. So now when I click, nothing happens. You were in a cool map. All right, let's get our infantry in there. So custom token, I think. Call it. Is it double-sided? Well, we'll see. Image, we'll start with the full scale. We'll make it that average distance. We'll leave it there. Stand up. No. Stackable. Yes. Let's import that. Custom. How do we get a different image on the back? That's a good question. Try a tile. Ah, okay, so we have to do a tile. Top image will be this one. Bottom image will be this one. Thickness, stackable. Okay. There we go. In a better size, although we'll still shrink it a little bit. Oops. All right, one final thing I want to get in here is just a preset object. Component. Piece pack? No. Oh, blocks. Go red square. We can make it smaller. Same process. And then color tint. Ooh. Okay. All right, here's what I'm thinking, right? So you would have a number of these units. They would all stack together. And you get a little, right? And normally they would be, can I move the stack? That would be, oh, there we go. Have to hold a little longer. So say you're here and this isn't on the board yet. And Magdeburg is held by the enemy. You can move, right? It's one slot away, so they march. And there's some enemy infantry there. You have your fight, so say we auto-resolve it. And 3 Prussian infantry. We'll have to make it, wow, clearer maybe that they're depleted. But you see how instead of having 3, they have 2. So now your army has 4 complete infantry, but 3 depleted. These guys cannot be flipped over. This is my thought for the Christian system. These guys cannot be flipped over and can be destroyed if they're in another combat. But they can't be flipped over until supplies get there. How the supplies might work, let's see. Components. Let's do... I don't know. Do a piece pack. We'll just leave one like that. So on your turn, instead of... So, right, we're doing a chip pull system. So you pull a chip to activate your oppression unit. Instead, you can raise supplies, right? So when you do that, you do go on a friendly controlled territory. You get to put a supply wagon there. And you put a depletion token, right? You can only have 3 of these before you're unable to get supply. Now, when you recruit new units, it gets depleted, and when you make a supply wagon. But those supplies aren't just automatically there. So then at the end of each turn, they move just like a normal one. So one turn there, and then the next turn they would get there. Once the supply gets there, it can be destroyed, so go off map, and then and refresh your troops. So this would mean, like, if you are on campaign down in Dresden, you raise supplies in Berlin, and they're going down, and a Saxon force left attacked in Leipzig, they could take out the supplies before they reach, and you would be left with no resupplies, so your troops would be vulnerable and all that. That's the general thought for supply system, and I think you would have to be limited to places you control. So the supplies always have to be raised from your starting territories, or we could come up with a way that you can get supplies from elsewhere, but it's got to be at a higher cost, right? And then in winter, any troops that are right? You had a couple casualties. Any troops like this, they have to pass a die roll or something, or else they get removed and destroyed during the winter. So that's the general approach I'm thinking of for supplies, right? You actually have to physically move your supply wagons. They get consumed in order to refresh your troops. But if you don't do that, you're in danger of having a bunch of vulnerable units. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about that system, what other tweaks we could do to make it work, and I'll be continuing this on next week. Hopefully we'll get all the major roads done and start adding minor roads and all that. So anyways, I appreciate you guys who have tuned in. I hope you guys drop any ideas if you watch it later. Until next time, though.